Hello YouTube, this is VidHead85 here, and it is 3 hours, or at least 4 hours local time, because I believe I'm Eastern time, and Minnesota is Central if I'm correct, and or maybe Mountain. Either way, local time, Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton has signed into law marriage for gay and lesbian couples, and they will be able to wed as of August 1st. This is a really awesome development because I was really skeptical about the Minnesota amendment failing. I thought that it would pass, and needless to say, the record wasn't exactly on our side with this. After the devastating loss in Maine, after California, and then Maine, and then North Carolina, it just seemed like the losses would just keep going and going and going. And then they put it up for a referendum in Maryland. Then they put it up for a referendum in Washington after they passed it there. And then Maine said that they were going to put a question on the ballot also. And Ohio was looking at putting a question on the ballot that didn't get certified or something. It was really weird with the Secretary of State. And then Minnesota rejected the amendment for Amendment 1 for anti-gay marriage, and then Amendment 2 for voter ID in Minnesota. And a lot of states have same-day voter or election day registration, which I think is wonderful. And early voting. Either some have early voting, and then some have election day registration. I think that I would love to see early voting come to New York State. But this is a culmination of a lot of people's work. Not only after November 2012, we saw a lot of blue, and we saw a lot of people return their legislatures to Democrats, and we saw a lot of them return them to Republicans after the 2010 red tide there. But seeing the awesome change in Delaware, seeing the change in Rhode Island, where now the whole New England block is now marriage territory, and now seeing Minnesota being the first Midwestern state to pass marriage without a court order, because Iowa, Varnum versus Bryan, had to do that. But I'm just really, reflecting on all of this, and it is just wonderful to me. And also, as an added bonus, Michelle Bachmann is pissed. But we also saw some movement in France, Uruguay, New Zealand, and I'm hoping their friend Australia is going to do so too. And Britain was talking about marriage equality in 2015. So there's a lot to go. Through this fight, we've seen a lot of people lost. We've seen a lot of people who have been just, we've seen a lot through this time. And it's just wonderful that Minnesota now becomes one more state where gay and lesbian couples can legally marry, and that they can have the full state level protections. And with this case coming up soon, in next month, I'm really hoping that the Supreme Court does the right thing. It may be reluctant to sometimes, but I believe in the end, when all is said and done, it will do the right thing. I'll talk to you later. And Illinois has to make its decision soon. I really hope that it does. Very soon. I believe they have about 3 weeks to work on the legislation, or to at least ante up the votes that they have for this session, at least, I believe. So, I will see you later, and have a wonderful day.